Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? For this video, I have prepared a little Korean cushion review because I haven't talked about a new foundation in a long time because I have been using my concealer. I have been using my YesStyle Pro Tailor Big Glow foundation, which is such a good foundation, but I wanted to try a new cushion. So today we're going to be talking about the Heimish Artless Perfect Cushion. It's so pretty. This packaging reminds me a lot of how the Clio Glow Cushion used to look like. It's a product that I used to really enjoy. It did make my skin break out, which is one of the reasons I stopped using it, and they don't sell that version anymore. If you want to know my thoughts on this cushion, then just keep watching. So starting off with the packaging, again, I just wanted to show you, it's so pretty. It's one of those more standard cushion packs that look more old school, I would say, because I feel like some cushions today tend to look more modern. One that comes to mind for me is definitely like the Clio cushions right now. They have like a more square shape and they look pretty thin. They don't look as bulky, so it's more of an old school kind of cushion. I actually enjoy it. It just reminds me of when I was 15 and I bought my first Misha cushion. It was pretty bulky. I don't mind it, but if you're someone who likes a more sleek packaging, keep in mind that this is a little bulky. What's happening with my voice? I have the shade 21. It fits my skin tone pretty well. As you can see, I have it on right now. This is my next natural color with no makeup on. And if we look inside, we have a nice mirror that when you look into it, you don't look wobbly like in a fun house. It's a really good mirror, so it's very handy for like doing precise eye makeup or when you really want to get close and look at your skin. You have a puff that has a nice pointy tip, which is very handy and helpful for getting into little crevices. And then you have the actual cushion sponge. I want to talk about the formula now because I feel like that is what's most interesting. I would say that this is a pretty thin formula, medium coverage foundation. So I wouldn't recommend this for someone who wants a lot of coverage. You can build it up, but I don't think that you'll be able to get a full coverage effect with this cushion. And the more you apply, obviously it's not going to look skin-like, you know, you can't just layer and layer and layer. So I don't think that this is a cushion that you can build up that much. Like if your goal is high coverage, I don't think this is going to be for you. When I talk about high coverage, I'm talking about something that goes along the ways of the Laneige Neo Matte cushion. Like that thing is high impact right off the bat. Like when you apply it, there's no way I find with that foundation or cushion foundation to make it look like a medium coverage because it is very high in pigment. This cushion definitely doesn't fall under that. It is not a light coverage. I also don't want you to get confused. This is a true medium coverage. It won't look masky. I'm just saying that if you want to make it very intense in coverage, you would just have to use a lot of product and that can, you know, not look very flattering on the skin. So if you want something that is great for every day, that you can control how much you want it to cover, I think this is such a good cushion, which is why I love to use this for an everyday. The Neo Matte cushion, when I use it, I feel like it always ends up looking like full beat, full glam. So I like that this is something that still makes me feel like I look fresh and I look natural and I don't have too much makeup on, which just makes this cushion one of my favorite everyday kind of base products at the moment. Especially like lately, I have had these two breakouts. This pimple, you guys, I've had it for a month. It was not coming to the surface. I was getting so angry. Like it came, it went down again, but I could still feel that underlying huge bump. Yesterday it finally kind of came to the surface and I think it's going to heal now. I am really done with this thing. I'm so especially now the past couple of weeks, this cushion really came in handy. I would say that this has like a natural to glowy type of look to it. I do have obviously like blush on that is also glowy and stuff, but generally, I don't think that I look oily, but I want you to keep that in mind. If you are someone who has oily skin and you just don't want to add more glow, then maybe you should skip this cushion because it definitely has some of that like glowy properties to it. I didn't notice it wearing off more than other things or lasting stronger than other things it just looked very pretty still at the end of the day. I do have to say that I do look a little bit more glowy since it has already some type of glow to it. This cushion foundation, I don't find it to be like uncomfortable. I don't feel any discomfort. My skin doesn't feel tight. It actually feels quite hydrated. I feel like my skin feels and looks quite plump. So I think that this cushion is good for those of you who have like maybe a dry to combination type of skin, maybe even just dry skin. I've seen people with many different skin types enjoy this. Personally, talking about oily skin, I'd say it just comes down to if you want it to look very glowy or if you're someone who just tends to stay away from that. So to give a little mini recap before the demo, perfect everyday cushion when you just don't want too much coverage but also not too little. It has a beautiful skin-like finish with a soft glow, so you will look just very hydrated and plump, and you will also feel that way. I feel like this cushion gives kind of like that K-drama actress type of skin that I think everyone wants because it is so beautiful. It's easy to apply, easy to blend out. It's a thin formula. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy on the skin. It doesn't enhance anything as long as you don't apply layer over layer, because anything at that point will probably start to look cakey. And with that, we can jump into the demo part and you can see how it actually covers, because this pimple is pretty red when there's no makeup on. So let's go. It's actually quite the perfect day to show you this cushion because I have two little breakouts. So I usually go in once and I start with what I have on my puff. I'm going to start in the center of my face. I have heard many times that starting in the center of the face and work your way out is the most natural looking. I've also heard that it obviously depends on where you need the coverage. If you have a lot of scars on your cheeks, a light layer all over could be an idea, and then focusing more coverage where you really need it. I don't usually apply too much to my forehead because I don't have that much that I would want to cover there. I like a product like this one that I can use to perfect my skin when I want something a little bit more than just concealer. Like, it makes my skin look very healthy and glowy and pretty. It doesn't cover all the way, but I don't mind that because I can do that with concealer, but it creates a very beautiful, healthy skin look. I'm gonna finish my makeup off and I'll guess we jump into the outro. And with that, you guys, we come to the end of today's video. I hope this was helpful. I would definitely recommend this cushion. Give it a try. It's such a beautiful, I don't want to say standard cushion, but what I always envisioned cushions to be. Like when I was a teenager and I first got to know about K-beauty and all their amazing foundations, this is the type of formula I wanted. Something that gives me a beautiful glow, that doesn't make my skin feel tight, gives a good amount of coverage without being unnatural, so it still feels so suitable for an everyday. I really enjoy it and I'm just very glad that I have it in my kit. And lastly, I bought this one on YesStyle, where I usually buy all my K-beauty products because I find the deals very good. I have purchased on YesStyle for ages and ages. When you buy it on YesStyle, you actually get a set, so you get the cushion and a refill, and I got it for like 18 bucks, which is such a steal. Let me know down below if you have ever tried this, if you're planning on trying it, and I just hope that you have a good rest of your day, night, week, whatever. I really hope to see you in my next video, which hopefully is next week. And until then, please take care. Bye!